The Planetary Science Data Service over Server, also known as Planetserver, is a service providing access to planetary data. So data collected from solar system missions. Typically they are satellites, spacecraft orbiting a planet, in this case Mars, but that's the case also for the Moon. And those data are typically acquired, they are processed to a certain level, typically basic, and then released to the public on archives. But the archival system, although it's very robust and suited for long-time preservation of the data, doesn't necessarily contain science-ready data. So process calibrated geometrically and radiometrically calibrated data that can be used readily to do science. In this respect, the workflow typically done by scientists is to get those data, to download them in subsets that of course require some time due to the speed of networks, and then processed locally and analyzed. With the Rasterman array database technology, as well as with our 3D client technology, we are able to make this data available through the web or through other ways in a standard way, so that one can use the OGC standards to access the data, to download where necessary, but actually to run most of the analysis online. For example, in a virtual globe client that provides access to data that are actually stored on a server, one can select several data cubes. Here they are visualized only as images, as static images, but actually they are a collection of hundreds of images over a wide range of wavelengths. So not only in visible wavelengths, but also in additional ones. With a very simple interaction with the web client, one can extract from each of the cubes, or also called coverages, the spectra. So drilling down these data cubes, so this kind of stack of different images, and extracting information. This information, of course, has the use of detecting surface compositional data on a certain planet or in a certain region, which means that one, with such a system, scaling it up not only from single cube, which is the typical workflow of a scientist on an individual workstation, can actually scale it up to a regional or even to a global scale.